Hello everybody, this is Nonit, and in this lecture I'm going to discuss the next topic of one directional motion, that is velocity. So the velocity is basically two types of. The first is instantaneous velocity and the second one is average velocity. So first we will see the instantaneous velocity. So what is instantaneous velocity? The definition is it is the rate of change of position with respect to time, and the position is taken with respect to a frame of reference. Okay, the position is always taken with a frame of reference, with respect to a frame of reference. So basically the instantaneous velocity is the rate of change of position with respect to time. Okay, it is a vector quantity. So by definition velocity is equal to dx by dt. This x is position. So velocity is instantaneous velocity is equal to rate of change of position with respect to time. So v is equal to dx by dt. Okay, now if I multiply both the sides with dt, then we'll get this will become v dt, and here we are left with dx, and integrate both the sides. So this will become integral v dt is equal to integral dx. Now integral dx is equal to integral v dt. So this is integral dx is nothing but the change in position. So the change in position is displacement. Okay, the definition of displacement is change in position. So this is change in position, so this will become the displacement. Now displacement is equal to integral v dt. Okay, now from here we can conclude very easily that since v is equal to dx by dt, so if I have the position time curve, then at any particular point, that means at any particular time, if I draw the slope of the curve, that gives the velocity. Okay, that means if I have the position time graph, then at any particular point the slope of the graph gives us the velocity, since v is equal to dx by dt. Okay, the second conclusion is displacement is equal to integral v dt. So this is nothing but the area under the vt curve. So the displacement is equal to area under the velocity time curve. So if I have the velocity time graph, then the area under the curve gives us the displacement. Since x is equal to integral v dt, hence the area under the velocity time curve gives us the displacement. So the displacement is equal to integral v dt. Okay, now SI unit. The SI unit of velocity is meter per second, and the dimensional formula is LT to the power minus 1. LT to the power minus 1. Okay, moving on, next topic. So the average velocity is the ratio of the total displacement and total time. So the average velocity is equal to total displacement divided by total time. It is also a vector quantity, and the SI unit is same, that is meter per second, and this dimensional formula is also same, that is LT to the power minus 1. Okay, now our next topic is acceleration. The next is acceleration. So acceleration is also two types of. The first is instantaneous acceleration, and the second is average acceleration. Sometimes in numericals only acceleration is given. So the acceleration or instantaneous accelerations are same thing. Okay, so don't get confused. The instantaneous acceleration or acceleration are same thing. And second is average velocity. So the instantaneous acceleration is the rate of change of instantaneous velocity with respect to time. So a is equal to dv by dt. This is velocity. So the instantaneous acceleration or acceleration is rate of change of velocity with respect to time. So a is equal to dv by dt. Now same calculation can be done here. So multiply the dt on both the sides. So this will become dv and this will become a dt, and integrate both the sides. So we'll get dv is equal to a dt. So this is the dv, that is change in velocity. So this will give us the change in velocity is equal to integral a dt. This is very important. This is not velocity, this is change in velocity. Okay, so the change in velocity is equal to integral a dt. Now you can very easily understand that if I have the velocity time graph, then the slope of the graph gives us the acceleration. So here, if I have the velocity time graph, then at any particular point, that means at any particular time, the slope of the curve gives us the acceleration. That is, acceleration is equal to dv by dt, acceleration or instantaneous acceleration. Okay, now from here, this represents the area under the acceleration time curve. Okay, so if I have a graph of a acceleration versus time, then the area under the graph gives us the change in velocity. That is very important, not velocity, that is change in velocity. Okay, now it is also a vector quantity, and SI unit of acceleration is meter per second square, and the dimensional formula again same, that is LT to the power minus 2. Okay, the dimensional formula is LT to the power minus 2. Now, how to find the direction of acceleration? So this is very simple. If the speed of the particle increases, then velocity and acceleration are in same direction. And oppositely, if speed decreases, then velocity and acceleration are in opposite direction. So this is very simple method to find the direction of acceleration. Now we will see the next topic, that is average acceleration. Okay, the average acceleration is the ratio of change in velocity and time interval. So the average acceleration is change in velocity divided by time interval, and change in velocity is nothing but the v final minus v initial, and time interval is t final minus t initial. So the average velocity is equal to v final minus v initial divided by time interval. It is also a vector quantity, and SI unit is also same, meter per second square, and the dimensional formula is LT to the power minus 2. Now how to find the direction of average acceleration? So the direction of average acceleration is similar of v final minus v initial. That is, to find the direction of average acceleration, just find the direction of vector v final minus v initial. That means the direction of v final minus v initial gives exactly the direction of average acceleration. Okay, in our next lecture, we'll do some practice problem on these topics, that is velocity and acceleration. And an important note regarding velocity and acceleration is, if in numericals only acceleration is given, that means it is the instantaneous acceleration, and if only velocity is given, then it is instantaneous velocity. Okay, and average velocity or average accelerations are given in numericals. Now this is all for now. If you like the video, please like, share and subscribe my channel and hit the bell icon. Thank you.